We're finally opening Phantasmal Flames, and it only took forever to get everything in order. We're doing 2 booster boxes. One of them is 849 grams, and the other one is 850 to 851 grams. And as usual, we are going to start with the lighter box, and let's get to it. Now, what's nice about these 2 booster boxes is that they generally had the same weight range from 22.6s to the 22.7s, and a majority of them being 0.7s. And we're just gonna get right to it because this has been a long time waiting, and if you had seen my post, there were a lot of issues too, with some probably resealed ETBs, so you guys need to be careful out there when you are buying any Pokemon product. Alright, 849 gram box, starting with 22.65. And I had tried to do a different way of opening where the cards would be facing forward, and that did not work out very well. Nothing in this one. Oh wait, that's right, code card. Alright, 22.66. And oh yeah, the highest is 22.78. Going on 22.66. Maybe I can open it in a way where things will face forward, but it's not really working out very well. Okay. I'm not doing a good job. I don't have strong hands. Just go into the back. Ooh, Reshiram, that's cool. Nothing there. 22.67. It felt like not that long ago that we had the last set come out, Mega Evolution, and they just had to come out with this one. Okay, Empoleon, full art. That's our first full art. Our next one is 22.67. Nothing there. 22.68. I am testing the zoom function and trying to see what would be a good or better view for you guys. I think close-up is better. Not entirely sure what you guys think, but you let me know. 22.68 now. So far nothing. Well, except the Empoleon, of course. 22.68. Really curious how this will turn out. Are the hits in the heavier or in the lighter? So we got a base Mega Heracross. Now going on to 22.69. Yeah, I've seen so many Mega Charizard SIRs being found. At least that's what it looks like. 22.69 makes it seem like Mega Charizard is so easy to find, but I kind of doubt it. We'll see if we find one. And we found a Meowth though. That's a pretty nice IR, I think one of the better ones. Meowth never grows out of popularity, in my opinion. Destined Rivals Meowth was popular. This Meowth is popular. I don't know if there was any other Meowth that were popular, actually. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is nice. I actually like the artwork for this one. And I am too lazy to sleeve it, actually. I'm too excited to get through the cards to sleeve it, so I'm just going to leave it there. Please don't get mad at me. So far it's looking like hits are going to be scattered, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. 22.69. Because then we know, at least for booster boxes, maybe it's not so weighable, which is fine. 22.69. Okay, well, I messed up. I totally messed up. Mega Sharpedo base. And then, yeah, this is the code card. Why am I so bad at this? I'm terrible. It's not even a Butterfingers issue. It's just I have clumsy fingers. Probably worse. 22.69. Yeah, there's actually a lot of 22.69s in this box. Not sure why, but it's not like the first time that we've seen something like that. 22.69. Hopefully I keep everything in focus here. Oh, Wooper. I did not know they had this. This actually is pretty cool. Wooper, Paldean Wooper. Can I do this? Will camera focus? Yes, it does. That's nice. I like the contrast from the front to the background. And I think that's a Pokemon Center. Alright, super cool. And I think these cards are nearly gradable to a degree. Okay, maybe not. Not really. Wishful thinking. Alright, Paldean Wooper. Alright, 22.69. I actually was not thinking we would get so many hits in the beginning like this, but hey, everything's different. Nothing in this one. Finally, 22.70. We're in the 0.7s. Still got plenty more hits to find. It's just a matter of where they are. Ambipom. What did I just say? Ambipom? Ambi Pop. What the? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Sometimes it feels like some of these packs are just intentionally knit together. But I also know there's also a random chance that, you know, these kinds of pairings will happen. Ambi Palm, this is a really nice artwork. Very cartoon-like. Very comical, I guess. No! Is this a bad sign or is this a bad sign? Wow. Really? Really? That's what happens. I get so excited. I'm not paying attention to how terribly unbalanced my stack is. And it actually is. Alright. We got an order. Recovered ourselves, I think. Okay, 22.70. That's right. Zero. Ah, man. These are not ripping properly. And this is still not ripping properly. Nothing. 22.70 again. Nothing. 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 Okay. 22.70. Nothing. Now we are on our next stack, which is the next half of the booster box, 22.71. I think we haven't quite found half of the hits that we should find, or maybe we have. I don't think so. So 22.71. Get to the back. Battle Cage full art. Yeah, we got this from the Inferno X. I think that's the negative thing about doing the Japanese booster boxes. Some of this artwork you've already seen, so it doesn't quite surprise you or, you know, catch your eye in a special way. You've already seen it. 22.72. To the back. Nothing. 22.72 again. Wow. Well, at least it ended up facing forward. Not bad. Did I skip anything? No. Okay. 22.72. There is our bunny, or mega bunny. And our final 22.72. Nothing. Now to 22.73. Oh cool. Did I say oh cool? I was trying to say oh cool. Oh cool. Mega Charizard base. I think these ones were selling for $7 or something. I don't know if they're selling for $7 anymore. But I would just keep it to try to complete the set. Bam. Oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Ambi Palm. Go guard. 22.73. Nothing. 22.74. Yeah, I think if a ton of people already found Mega Charizards, the SIR, they probably took all the luck already. 22.74. So I don't know if we'll find anything, at least anything special. Mega Gengar EX. At least we're finding different bases. That's nice. I always appreciate when that happens. 22.75. Yeah, this table is becoming pretty colorful. Oh, Nimble. We also already saw this in Inferno X. That's the misgivings of doing Japanese booster boxes. You've already seen them. 22.76. Nothing there. 22.76. Or Choreo base. At least again, it is a different base. 22.76 again. Maybe at the least we can make a complete set. Okay, nothing there. 22.76. Hey, another base. Okay, different base. Miss Magius. 22.76. Nothing. Only two more. 22.77. I don't know what else we have to find. One more base maybe? Yep, one more base. It's different. Rotom. And then the highest is 22.78. And we have one more base. Ah, boo. Boo! Another Oricorio base. So, in general, how many bases do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases? Is that supposed to be a thing? And then 4 IRs and 2 full arts. Kind of boring. Now we're doing the second booster box, 850 to 851 grams. And the lightest is 22.61. And the heaviest is 22.80. And again, just like the last booster box, most of them are 0.7s. 22.61. Let's see what's in this one. Nothing so far. 22.64. Wonder if we'll find any Zars of any kind besides the base. That'd be neat. 22.65. Yeah, from all the rips that I've seen that contained a Mega Charizard SIR, there seems like there's so many that have been found. I always think that it's a shame that we didn't actually know what the weight was. 22.66. We could have had a lot of samples, or at least a big sample size. But again, I kind of doubt we'll find one. 22.66. But who knows? I should be hopeful. And not a negative. Oh wait, is this an SIR? Ah, not the one that I was hoping for. I do not like Lopunny. It is the weirdest bunny looking thing ever. But okay, it's an SIR of some kind. Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, if it sounds like I'm not excited for Lopunny, it's because I'm not. I am very honest about these things. But what's interesting is that the SIR showed up in one of the light packs. It's actually one of our, not even one of our first hits. It's actually our first hit. And here's another 0.66. Doot doot. Nah, nothing. 22.67. I guess that's the curse of Charizard, in my opinion. That if there's any set with a really cool Charizard card, well, the Charizard just outshines everything else. Ludicolo, IR, and then devalues everything else, even though there's still a lot of things that are hard to find. But ultimately, it's the market, it's you guys and everybody else collectively that determines the value of these cards. Doesn't matter if it's super rare or not rare, it's just if a majority of people really like something or see value in it, then that thing, whatever it is, it's going to be economically valuable. 22.68. So yeah, maybe let's just call this the curse of Charizard. That's what I'm gonna call it. It is truly the curse of Charizard. No, no more bunnies. No more bunnies. 22.68. I just realized there's a bunny on here. Can't help that. Ah, no more trainer full arts. I do not like trainer full arts either. And we already saw this. Wee. Okay, blowtorch. That was called a heat burner. Yeah. The Japanese one, they call it a heat burner, but this makes sense English-wise. Blowtorch. Yeah, no one says, hey, please go get that heat burner. Unless you guys do. It's in some part of the US or something. Let me know in the comments. Is it just blowtorch or is it actually called heat burner somewhere? 22.68. Here we go. 22.70. Yep, there's a base in the back. Mega Sharpedo. Here we go. 22.70 again. We are in the 7-0 territory. Piplup! Yay! I like Piplup. Piplup is so cute. Aww, I wanna hug him. And actually, I kind of feel this way right now. It's cold, chilly, and I am actually alone. Everybody else in the house is out. And it's nearly the winter time. Not yet snowing though. I'm in Texas, so snow is not guaranteed. 22.70. Nothing. 22.70. Nothing. 22.71. Ah. Well, you know what this means. Boo! That actually wasn't bad. It actually went somewhere. Nothing. 22.71. Keep going. Keep going. Nope. 22.72. Ambipom again. Again. Here's the code card if the camera will focus. Yeah, there. 22.72. Oricorio also saw this in the Inferno X. Here's your code card. This one wasn't too bad in terms of its I guess the effects on the wings. It looks like the movement of the wings are etched into the card, so it kind of looks like feathers in a way. Super cool. Definitely a really nice full art. But too bad, not a Zard. Curse of Charizard hits again. Now we're on the next half of the booster box. 22.72 though. I don't know how many more. I think we just have a whole bunch of bases to catch up with, which makes it meh, boring. 22.72. So let's burn through this. Let's go, let's go. Nothing. I have a crazy stack of cards right now. 22.72. And if you're wondering, I did get some more ETBs. Oh yeah, one more IR. Toxicity. I did get more ETBs, and they were cheaper than the fake ones that I had bought from eBay. So I'm really happy about that. And they are coming late. They should be maybe here in December. Maybe sooner. But those are just going to take time, so your patience is very appreciated. Now on to 22.73. Aw, man. No more bunnies. Please, no more bunnies. Wait a minute, that means we have 3 full arts? Oh, okay. Did I, miscount the last one? Or, I mean, we know that there are variations of what you're guaranteed to find, so I guess this box has 3 full arts instead of 2. 22.73. Nothing. 22.73. Oop, my pile of wrappers is also overwhelming. 22.74. Nothing. We should be catching up to our bases. 22.74? Yeah, 22.74. Whoa. Anybody experienced this rip before? You rip it, but the pack does not want to let go of the cards, no matter what. Wow, this pack wrapper is trying its darndest to keep these cards inside. Okay, nothing there anyway. Maybe I should have let the wrapper keep them. 22.74. I wish my camera would focus properly. Which is it not doing? Focus. 22.75. Yep, nothing. Yeah, I'm not missing things, right? Nothing. 22.75. Okay, bases are finally catching up. We got Mega Charizard. 22.76. Yeah, okay, Empoleon. I don't remember if we got this the last time or not. I don't think so. So that would be nice to complete a set. 22.76. And nothing. 22.77. Nothing. I guess this is the curse of the booster box too. When you expect a certain amount of hits, once you burn through them, you just know that the rest of the packs are nothing. 32.77, but that's also how people deceive others by selling individual packs from booster boxes after they've already pulled everything. That is the curse of the booster box. We are really short on bases. We have 4. Last time we had 9. Guess that counts as one of the extra full arts, which means there should be 8 more, 8 bases? I don't know anymore. I can't tell. It's a range. It's just a range of guaranteed hits for each different kind of hit. 22.78. Okay, Oricorio base. That adds to the base pile. Now 22.79. This is the second to last pack. Too many pack wrappers. Oh, a new base Mega Diancie? Or Diancie? Diancie, probably. And then finally 22.80. If anything, this is probably a base. It's either nothing or a base. Yeah, a base. Rotom base. Alright, looking at initial findings. Too bad we didn't find a Mega Charizard SIR, but like I said, since there were so many that have already been found, they probably already have been found for the most part. We did find at least one SIR, which was the Mega Lopunny. Do not like Lopunny. But it was actually at one of the lightest packs. That was the most interesting thing about it. Right there, the first hit in this booster box. So there you go. If the SIRs are all you care about, then yeah, you probably don't need to focus on the heavy packs. It might just be only in the lower packs. Who knows? And it looks like in general the hits are pretty much scattered. Granted, there are still some pretty wide gaps and some weights that just have a very poor showing, like the 0.74s and the 0.73s. Granted, we did find a full art there. And in the other booster box, there were some poor showings as well, pretty much from 0.7 0.72, I believe. Yeah, 0.72 and onward, we just found bases except for that one IR, which was nimble. However, in this booster box, the second booster box, it was really 0.73 and onward where we just found base. Okay, one full art. But not a whole ton of people really care about full arts. So not exact, not 0.72. 0.72 was great for this booster box because we got we got IRs and at least a full art there. But everything else onward for the most part was bases. Whereas the first booster box, pretty much started at what, 0.72? And onward, it was largely bases. And we didn't find any SIRs in that one, so who knows where it would have showed up in that case. But yeah, I'm not going to chart this just yet, because we still have a bunch of other Phantasmal Flames to open, and they will be all in one chart. We have the sleeves, and then we have the ETBs. So we'll see if we have a better chance of finding SIRs or really other really nice cool cards in those ones. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of data-driven content, and if you like Mega Lopunny, that's fine. I just don't. Everybody has their likes and dislikes. But see you in the next pack stat. You don't want to miss it.